Hey guys, it's Blaine YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna make another banger. Okay, so all of these are the names I've been called or called myself over the years. I've like been on the internet, bro. There's 30 files here, so we got a lot to get through, man. I'ma rank these based on aura and significance, but also like, bro. Okay, so we're starting off with. Oh wait, let me rename the test. B, C. Wait, why the two B's? C, D, F. Alright, perfect. And Mark, Dash, if I'm like absolutely tripping on one of these, you can step in and like vouch for a name if you really can. But like, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Can I get infrastructure advice?
No.
Alright,
No, we're
so
doing Blaine YouTube channel
first
right
up, we're ranking the Blanchard joke. Actually, let's do a random order. Mark, Dash, which one should I do first?
You gotta do the
You should do the 7th one.
What the
No,
fuck,
those
dude?
chairs
I haven't been looking which one's which.
Alexanderite YT.
Yep.
Okay, so a variation of the Alexanderite name, right? This one for YT. I had this on GD. I had this on Fortnite initial. Oh my god, wait, I just realized. Hold on. I forgot 65 at meat.
No!
What's the lore here? What
Good.
am I missing?
Good lord. I casually forgot an F10 name. Alright, let me just. Don't worry, guys. Just keep watching the video. Okay, there we go. So anyways, where were we? Alexanderite YT. So like, I think it's one of the better Alexanderites, but it's still not crazy yet. I think the OG still beats it out by a lot. Also,
The real OG.
you could read it as Alexanderite White, and I don't really like that. So I'm gonna put this as a C. I think this is a C. Alright, Mark, which one?
B. Do B this
B.
time.
Okay, so B, right? Bro, we go C and we go B. B, it's like that's me. It's like people have called me B for a hot minute, but then also it still feels new. It still feels like refreshing. I can still roll with the B even in 2025, bro. But where do we put the B? Is it my absolute best nickname? I don't know, but it's up there. It's in the conversation, but I can't put B in B. So I'm gonna put a S. But it's, for a short letter name, I think it's the second best of all time. Second to CC, of course. Or C. But yeah, I like B, man. B is pretty good. Alright, Dash, which one?
65 at me.
Okay, so like, what was I thinking with this, dude? So
I'm not sure. I assumed you didn't make it.
So 65 at meat.
Yeah.
Like, is there even anything to read in? Like, it's just terrible. Like, it's maybe the worst thing I've ever made.
That's terrible.
I think we gotta make a new tab. Meat. And then we're gonna put 65 at meat down here. Yeah, it's bad, dude. Like, it was my name on like Tank Trouble and crap. I don't even know if I was double digits when I came up with 65 at meat. Yeah, what a disgraceful name. Alright, Mark, your turn.
Let's do Blanche Joker.
Blanche and Joker. The newest addition to the Blaine canon of nicknames, right? So like, if I don't say so myself, bro, I do think it is like the best kind of sounding like name Joker combo that I've heard. Like I like Perky OG a lot. I think Jade Storm works, but I'm really rocking with the Blanche and Joker, man. I also really like my video Blanche and Joker Hits the Road. I think that's a very aura name. But I'm struggling to put it in the same tier as B. I like it a lot, man, but I think Blanche and Joker has to be below B and A. That's where I'm putting it, man. I'm moving Alexander and YT down there. Okay. Dash. Blaney. So Alexis used to call me Blaney, and like I see it, but like I corrected them like day one, and they didn't care. So like, yeah. Let me pull up a freaking. I don't even know. Let me pull like a Google slide with me. So like Blaney? And for that reason, I'm gonna put it in B. I do think it is, Alexander YT is a lot better. But, you know, I think it still has some importance. You know, Alexis, Ola 2020, bro, call me Blaney. In a lot of like the original TSU videos, it's Blaney when Alexis says my name. So it's not quite F tier, but this name alone, bro, it's really bad. Yeah, that's where I'm putting Blaney. Mark?
Let's do Blaine East 5th Esquire.
Alright, where are we looking? Here.
At 11.
Okay. Blanye East, the 5th Esquire.
My bad.
So, dude, this name is kind of boring. Like, this is the most royal sounding Blaine name, dude. The 5th Esquire. Like, I don't even know how I know how we got Blanye East, obviously, like Kanye West, right? But like, who came up with the 5th Esquire, bro? I don't even know. But like, whenever I do some like dumb crap in like 2020, 2021, people say, oh yeah, that's Blanye East, the 5th Esquire. Like, and I'll be like, yes, bro, that's me. So yeah, I like it a lot, bro. Is it better than B? I mean, no one really calls me anymore, bro. It's kind of been, you know, lost the time in a way, which is kind of sad. But for that reason, I gotta put an A. But I really like this one, man. If you call me Blanye East, the 5th Esquire, I will not be mad. Alright, Dash.
GD Kingdom.
Alright, GD Kingdom, bro. So, dude, I think we're gonna make some more tiers, dude. Let's make it E. Let's recolor F. And then let's make it G. That's F, and that's G. Okay, G. Okay, I'm gonna move Blaney down. GD Kingdom. So like,
Yep.
It is out of the royal sounding names, which is obviously the 5th Esquire, GD Kingdom, and Uno Kingdom. The sheer discrepancy between the kingdoms and the Esquire is pretty immense, dude. Like, this is very little aura. I don't know what I was thinking. GD Kingdom, it was just a one-person kingdom. Like, who's coming? So, like, that's why. That's why I think this is with Blaney, dude. Yeah, it's definitely not my finest work. GD Kingdom. Alright, Mark.
Since we're on the royal one, let's do the Uno Kingdom as well.
So this is
Get
just
that
somehow it's worse than GD Kingdom. Like, it just is. So like, so like, I used to send Uno when my name was Alexanderite. So why didn't I just make it Alexanderite? Why didn't I make it Uno? Why is it still gonna be Kingdom, dude? Like, I was older and more mature and wiser, and I still managed to come up with a worse name. Like, this is insane. Yeah, I hate Uno Kingdom. It's terrible, dude. Dash.
Baby, right?
This is the worst non-meat name. So Babe Rich or Beberidge, you know, those are like the normal interpretations of how you say the name, right? So going from, you know, Beba or Babe to Baby, it's like, that's just not what the word is, but like, it's like, I'll let you slide, maybe. But like, following that up with Reich when there's just no E. Like, it's a ch sound, and it's a I sound. So how'd you get an I and a k sound? Mix that with Baby, dude. This is like the most like... the most steps to a downfall, dude. It's like you tried to go to a place on Google Maps and you just took every wrong turn, dude. Like, where'd you end up? That's why I'm putting Baby Reich in G. Now, do I think it's as bad as 65 at meat? Probably not. But dude, it's close. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Mark?
Let's go to... Let's pull on...
Melody just called a GD dash when the crash out.
let's do Blonde.
Blonde.
Classic.
So, it absolutely is a classic. Some for the wrong reasons, but you know, some part of it, Blonde. I think without Blonde, there might not be a Babe Rich actually. So, so it's like we gotta pay respects, you know.
Right.
But then also it's just a gender bent lane. So I'm gonna put it in A, the top of A. It would be S if there was no baggage at all. I can't quite put it with B and S. But it's a very strong name, I think. There's a lot of weight to Blonde. I forget whose turn it is.
Do a coin flip and go from there.
Who's picking?
Can I pick tails?
There we go. Mark.
Let's do Blaine.
Blaine. So
Blaine.
this is just my name, right? But I think over my time on Discord, I've properly come into my own with this name. I fully embraced this name. This is still my name. I think there was obviously that period where everyone called me Alex, which I need to add to the list. Give me a sec.
I see you're well prepared for this.
Of course. Alex. So, what ranking? Blaine. Oh, my headphones unplugged. Okay, so Blaine. I think it still just about sums up where I'm at. I think Babe Rich is more of like an idealistic projection, but Blaine is still very much the realist. This is where we're at, and I think as a name we also have to pay homage to the fact that if my name wasn't this, the nickname potential would be out the window, dude. Like if I started with like a freaking, I don't know, it's like a letter, dude. Imagine if I started with a V. Or like a owl. Or like a... Dude, imagine if I started with an F. Yeah, there'd be no Blanking Joker, dude. That'd be tragic. So for that reason, bro, I'm gonna put it in B. Above B. I really am, dude. I do think Blaine is in B tier above B and S tier, to be honest.
That's amazing. That's beautiful, even.
Yeah. Blaine, our first B tier, guys. What's up next?
Blah.
Blah.
Yeah.
Blah.
I like blah. It's the logical next step from B. I think it rolls off the tongue pretty well. And also I think it's very versatile, right? Blaine and B, they are still very general, but you know, if I'm kinda like if I'm kinda going through it, bro, you're not really gonna say B, right? And if I'm on some dumb crap, am I even really Blaine? I feel like whether I'm friggin' going through a tough time or the greatest time, blah is still somehow appropriate. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it above B and S tier below Blaine and B tier. I don't think it quite has the, you know, the acclaim of Blaine, but I think it's worth being in S with B, and above B even. So yeah, that's what I think about blah. Mark.
Okay. Let's just do Alex.
Alex. So, again, I've told this story many times, but like, if you get called something enough, so when your legal name is brought up on the first day of school and you forget your own name, dude. Like, obviously this name had some staying power. And my name, like, in all of my current GD levels, my name says Alex too. So I think it just ties to the GD levels, my early GD career and stuff like that. But now, and that would, you know, make me inclined to put it quite high, but Alexis stole my whole flow, dude. When Alexis popped up, dude, like, so, no, now everyone associates Alex with Alexis, bro. And that's like, okay. So, it was a bit of an aura loss, I think. It's an important nickname, I think, but I'm gonna put it in C. I think Alexis has become the greater Alex, unfortunately. Dash.
Baby Reach.
Baby Reach.
Yep.
So, I've been called this by like maybe a handful of different people. It is an interpretation of the name. I still don't get how people get the E sound from the I in Rich, bro. Like, it's a bit of a reach. So with that being said, it's above L. I think it's above Alexander YT. It's one of the worst baby, like Baby Reach, Baby Reich variations. Not nearly as bad as Baby Reich. There again, it's like a sin to humanity kind of name, but It's one of the worst ones, but I think it's still better than GD Kingdom and Blaney, to be honest. So that's where I put that. Ma.
Let's do one called Blaine YouTube channel.
Blaine YouTube channel. Blaine YouTube channel. Blaine YouTube channel.
Blaine YouTube channel.
Dash.
Blanye East.
Blanye East. One could argue the lesser of the two Blanye Easts, but I think it still definitely serves its purpose. I was called this a lot when I used to play Fortnite in like that 2019-ish TSU era in the group chat, like Christian Ver and stuff. They don't call me this. I was called this in high school a lot. Like, yeah, it was a pretty commonly used one. I think top of C makes sense. I'll put it above Alex. Mark.
Barber Rich.
So like, this is like the interpretation that is completely off, but I think has the most aura. Like Barberich. So part of how I came up with the Baybridge name was because of Christina Barberich, who runs a Substack page called A Tiny Apartment. And I was like, okay, this could work. And I resonated with her story a bit. Wait, let me know dogs and stuff. So, yeah, this is part of it. And then I think this, like, somehow just being, like, the actual enunciation of Christina Barbarich's name is like, oh, I'm just like, oh, wait, I'm like her then. So, like, for me, this is top of 8. It's completely off. I mean, I accept all interpretations, but it's just like, I still kind of struggle to see how you got here, but I like it a lot. I figure whose turn it is.
I think it's mine.
Sup, Dash?
Hi. Do we have one on B?
Have one on B.
Yeah.
Now, in the middle of Well, I mean, I've been going by Blaine on Discord as like my main handle since like early 22, maybe late 21. I think when I got hacked and I moved to the new account, that's when I started. Oh, that's when I stopped using Alexander on Discord especially, and I just started going by Blaine. And then I think in 2022, this is when I started being interested in this as an idea of a name. Let me go rate your music. This image here was like the first like image that had some serious staying power as my profile picture, and I still really like this image a lot. And I think this is what sealed the deal on making the change they have on B. If I didn't end up going with Babe Ruth, my tag would be this, and I still love it a lot. So for me, this is B. Probably behind Blaine, but I still love it. It's my second pick for what my online handle would be.
Dude, knife X.
The greatest con of all time. You know how many times I made people in this server play Power by Knifex, and I'll be giggling, being like, dude, this guy thought friggin' Bloodbath is harder than Tartarus, dude. What a goof. No, I wish I got some of those recording data. Yeah, man, Knifex was a great success. I made a whole YouTube channel, made people like Oiko comment on the stuff, which is a bit of a relic. I think Knifex went over very well. Is it very isolated to its time though? Yeah, no one's calling me Knifex. No one's doing all that. But for what it was, I think it is greater than Blonde yet. In my opinion. Who's up?
Do Erica de Blasio. Oh, Ariac de Blasio.
And
Sorry, I always get that one wrong.
It had so much potential. Let me add Erica de Blasio.
Quick question, does this floor look ugly?
Good.
Really? Fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't know what marks it. De Blasio, okay. So, it's such a blunder, dude. I named my Ubisoft account Ariac. Let's look up Erica de Cassia. So this is her, right? It's Erica. Ack. It's not Ack, dude. Why'd I do Ack? So, it's with Uno Kingdom, dude. It's worse. Uno Kingdom was like, just what are you thinking? This is like just such a like unstoppable blunder. Like, it ruined everything. The aura's out the window. It's not chic. It's just terrible. It's in G, dude. Actually, is it? Nah, it's still a cool looking name, but it's wrong. That's the problem. It's wrong. Okay. Who's up?
Eliza.
Now, you could argue Eliza is a greater con than Knifex because they had a much more prominent and public prime. The fact, dude, we got Kane, which is like the one thing, but we also got Zaya, dude. We got Zik and Zed with the Eliza and So, one of my best friends, Leah, her and I decided to make this account to try to get freaking, like, I don't know, like just like random crap from people. Like, they just like gift this account free nitro and crap. They'll be like, yeah, thanks, and then just like block them. So I used to do this a lot, and I was just like, okay, what if we bring this to TSU, and let's see what we can do. So Kane was online. So Kane, you know, he fell for Eliza's deception. That's it. Right next to lIFE in there. It was amazing.
Ruby.
Go on.
So like, what are we doing? This I decided I'm like, okay, I'm gonna name myself after a gemstone. And
And you picked
I
Ruby.
didn't quite get to Alexandra yet. So we picked Ruby. And the profile picture I made for this on Canva was maybe the worst thing I've ever made. I know I said that for freaking 65 at meet. But that's like, cause it's like, you know, just the idea was terrible. No, like, this just looked horrendous, this freaking profile picture. It was really bad. A lot of people go by Ruby. I mean, one pretty influencer and two. But
Yeah.
But
I don't think I got that reference.
I think for me, it's an E. Is it quite at the depths of Uno Kingdom Eric de Blesia? In my opinion, no. But it was definitely not a highlight. Who's up?
Let's do Storm
Take
Surge.
it away.
It is just such a, like, you're 9 years old and Storm and Surging is just the coolest thing ever. Like, this is just such a kid name. Which makes 65 and me even more baffling. Because, like, this is where my head was at, dude. Storm Surger. Yet I still make 65 and me. Anyways. I think this is a C. Do I like despise this? Like, somehow I look back on and I like hate it? No. Obviously it's not great. But I went by this for like a year, maybe 2 before I was Alexandrite. Yeah, bro. I like it.
Can I take everything in my backpack?
Who Alexandra?
I don't really know why I came down here.
I didn't change my name on YouTube until late last year. Maybe mid last year. Which is pretty crazy.
I hurt my knees and cried.
So I was this on YouTube from like 2018 to 2024. I think, despite it being slightly outdated, it does encompass a lot of my Discord journey. And like just time online, what I've done, whatever. I don't know. I think for a name at its time, it did the job. And for how much staying power it did, I'm gonna put it in S. I don't think it's as good as B. But I think it ticks all the boxes and like how much it's impacted stuff. It gets the influence pass essentially.
Let's do Alexandra GMD.
Okay, so like GMD, dude. If you put GMD as like the suffix of your name, dude, like what are we doing? GMD, geometry dash, dude. Like it's just bad. Like it's really bad. It's worse than Alexander YT. It's worse than Blade. It's not worse than GD Kingdom though. Maybe we could do this. Maybe this. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, GMD, dude. That's rough. That is rough.
Like how I faced into the night.
My turn.
Your turn.
Do Twig stand.
This is the first like name that like I used when I wasn't just so stuck up about using Alexander and everything. This is the first time I flirted with just having some other freaking joy in my life, dude. It doesn't need to be Alexander right all the time. And yeah, I was really into Twigs. Is it the most original name? No. It was my name on Fortnite for like 2 years. I did really like Twigs, dude. Top of it. I don't think it stayed long enough to be in the top 2 tiers, but I think it's the best one from tiers below.
I think we'll finish up the Alexandrite trio. There's 5.
This one random ass dude, bro, dude, just took the name Alexandrite on GD and just freaking dipped from the game, dude. That guy's taking months off my life. I'm stressing, bro. I'm like, dude, I need this name. I'm contacting everyone there. I'm just like, please. It was my name on GD for many years. I'm gonna put it below Blonde yet, so above Esquire. It just makes sense.
That's beautiful. Anyway, do Babu Reach.
Babu Reach.
Yeah.
It's obviously better than Baby Reach. But like, but exactly, by how much, dude? Like, is it really that much better? Babu, it's an E, dude. Boo? I'm putting a top of C.
Let's do BB Rich.
BB Rich. What are we doing with BB Rich? I mean, it's a cool quippy name in the freaking Avis Sanctuary server I'm in. It's cool. I like it. Just lacks the importance of many of these other ones, dude. Like, even Alex, that friggin' Blaney, it's just like, it's good, I like it still. It's nothing crazy. Again, because I think Alex and Blaney are a bit outdated, I'm gonna put it above, but it's like, importance-wise, it's pretty down in the dumpster.
Erica de Blasio, the real one.
The real deal.
Yeah, the real deal.
When I eventually graduated out of my Twigs as the only artist alive era, Erica de Casio was one of the first ones I found. And yeah, really resonated with her stuff. This is when I started to, you know, embrace the blah B sounding thing for the nickname, and that was potential with those, or has for nicknames. Erica de Blasio just works, man. Same as BB Rich. It's like, it is way more than BB Rich. So I would still go by this depending on the city now. I'm gonna put it below, above Alexander RGD, below Blonde.
Let's do Baberich.
Beverage.
Baberich.
So close to greenness. It makes you feel fancy.
Dash.
I think I will go with Babe Rich.
A reclamation.
Oh, okay, that's lame. Alright, Mark, take it away.
Well, the last one
Mark,
is
don't call me.
Babe.
Oh my god. Dude. Okay. Some of my friends call me babe. This is chill. Like, if I just met you, bro. Dude, if I just met you, it pisses me off, dude. Like, 65 and me, it's just like, dude, I just suck. Like, this pisses me off. Like, really pisses me off. It's chill, but so like, if it's chill, it'd be like put around my hair. But if the wrong person says it, dude, I'm freaking, it's over. I'm gonna put it top of if. And that's my list. So, yeah, I hope you've learned something. 65 and me. There's only one way to end this.